the definition of a function is a rule that assigns to each value x in a city a unique value denoted by the f of x. And basically, you have the input x, feed it in the function, process it, and get the output as the f of x. The set D is the domain of a function. The range is the set of all values of the f of x produced as x varies over the domain. And you see the input group has the members as a x, a, and b. Feed it through, go through the process of the function notation and get out as the output as a f of x or the f of a value as a as the input, f of b value as the b is the input. Vertical line test. A graph represents a function if and only if it passes the vertical line test. That means every vertical line intersects the graph at most once. A graph that fails this test does not represent a function. As you see the first graph here on the left, the curve, it looks like the parabola opens sideways and has the vertical line going through the graph, and it shows two intersection points. That means this graph fails the test that represent a function. On the other hand, the right graph, as the graph the curve here, when you draw vertical lines, each vertical line intersects the graph at most once. That means this graph represents a function. These examples, we are going to determine if each of the following is function. The first one, y equals x squared plus 1. The second is similar, but in the form of x equals y squared plus 1. We would use the vertical line test to check it out. Since we know y equals x squared plus 1 is one of the parabolas with the translation shifting upward 1 unit. I will sketch the graph quickly. Parabola opens up and crossing the y-axis as 1 or the y-intercept is 1. Use the vertical line test. Vertical lines pass or intersect the graph once. That means this function is this is the function. For the second one, x equals y squared plus 1 is the parabola as well, but opens the other way. As y equals 0, x equals 1. If y is 1, x equals 2. If x is 0, doesn't have the graph, so it's open the other way like this. Use the vertical line test. Just one vertical line. This already shows that there are two intersection points. That means this one is not a function because it fails the vertical line test.